Former NBA star Michael Ray Richardson, one of basketball's most talented yet complex figures, has died at the age of 70. His passing was confirmed Tuesday in Lawton, Oklahoma, by his longtime friend and attorney, John Zelpst, who revealed that Richardson had recently been diagnosed with prostate cancer and died shortly after. The basketball world and anyone Michael came in contact with lost a great sportsman, Zelpst said in a statement. He lived life to the fullest. He overcame incredible odds to accomplish what he did. He serves as an example of how to redeem yourself and make something of your life. I think he is the greatest NBA player never to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, an incredible player, person, and family man. Known affectionately by his nickname Sugar, Richardson was one of the most dynamic guards of his generation, a four-time NBA All-Star and the 1985 Comeback Player of the Year. His career, however, was equally defined by brilliance on the court and turmoil off it. He captivated fans with his speed, creativity, and defense, but personal struggles with substance abuse brought his NBA journey to an abrupt end. What followed was a story of redemption, one that made his life as remarkable as his playing days. Michael Ray Richardson was born in Denver, Colorado in 1955. Growing up in a tough neighborhood, basketball became his escape and his identity. Standing 6'5" with exceptional athleticism, he dominated at the University of Montana, where his court vision and leadership set him apart. By the time the 1978 NBA draft arrived, Richardson was one of the most coveted prospects in the country. The New York Knicks selected him with the 4th overall pick, a decision that would soon pay off in electrifying fashion. From his first day in New York, Richardson was a sensation. His smooth ball handling, quick bursts to the rim, and ability to anticipate passes earned him the nickname Sugar. Fans at Madison Square Garden were enchanted by his style, flashy yet purposeful, confident yet unselfish. He could fill up every part of the box score: points, rebounds, assists, and steals. In just his second season, he led the NBA in both assists and steals, showcasing a rare combination of offense and defense that only a handful of players in history have ever achieved. By the early 1980s, Richardson was one of the league's elite. He was selected to 4 All-Star games, led the league in steals 3 times, and became known as one of the most complete guards in basketball. His 1984-85 season with the New Jersey Nets remains one of the most impressive statistical campaigns ever recorded by a guard. 20.1 points, 8.2 assists, 5.6 rebounds, and a league-best 3.0 steals per game. That performance earned him the NBA Comeback Player of the Year award. He was not just a star, he was a nightmare for opposing players. He had it all, no weaknesses, Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas said. He was the player who gave me the most problems. He was taller, just as fast, could shoot from 3 in mid-range, and had an elite post-up game. Offensively, he had it all. Former NBA champion Quinn Buckner echoed those sentiments. Back when he played, the best guards were Magic Johnson, and then Sugar, Buckner said. But even as his star rose, Richardson was fighting a private battle that would soon spill into public view. Behind the dazzling play and effortless charm was a man struggling with addiction. The NBA of the early 1980s was no stranger to substance abuse, and Richardson became one of its most visible casualties. In 1986, after multiple suspensions for violating the league's drug policy, he was banned for life from the NBA following his 3rd offense. It was a stunning fall for a player many believed was destined for the Hall of Fame. Richardson later called that day the darkest of his life. "My darkest day was when the guy from the NBA met me at the airport and told me I was banned," he recalled in an interview. "They waited for me in Newark. As soon as I got off the plane, I knew what was going on. After that, I went home and went on a binge for a few days. And then I came to and said to myself, I got myself into this. I have to get myself out." Though the ban ended his NBA career, it didn't end his love for the game. Richardson spent a short time in the Continental Basketball Association before heading overseas, where he found success and peace. In Italy and France, far from the media spotlight, He rebuilt both his game and his life. Fans adored him for his unfiltered energy and humility, and he played professionally until 2002, when he retired after a stint with AC Golf Juan Vallauris in France. Richardson's transformation didn't stop there. After hanging up his jersey, he turned to coaching, the role that would define his second act. In the mid-2000s, he led the Albany Patroons and later the Lawton Fort Sill Cavalry to dominance, capturing 3 consecutive championships, 2 in the Continental Basketball Association, 2008 and 2009, and 1 in the Premier Basketball League, 2010. He also coached the London Lightning of Canada's NBL from 2011 to 2014 and became known as a mentor to young players. For Richardson, coaching was about more than basketball. It was about teaching life lessons. "You can't hide from your mistakes," he once told his players, "but you can decide what you'll do next. That's where redemption starts." In the years that followed, Richardson's work extended beyond professional coaching. Alongside his former Nets teammate Otis Birdsong, he organized summer basketball camps for underprivileged youth across Florida, New Jersey, and California. He also served as an ambassador for the Denver Nuggets, symbolizing the reconciliation between his past and the league that once exiled him. By the 2000s, Richardson's story had evolved from tragedy to triumph. He had rebuilt his life, reconnected with his family, and found peace in Oklahoma with his wife, Kimberly. He was often seen attending Oklahoma City Thunder games, smiling in the crowd, still in love with the sport that had defined his life. In 2024, Richardson co-authored his memoir, Banned: How I Squandered an All-Star NBA Career Before Finding My Redemption. The book was brutally honest, chronicling the highs of fame, the depths of addiction, and the long climb back to self-respect. "I lost everything once," he wrote, "but I found something better: peace and purpose." Earlier this year in April, Richardson celebrated his 70th birthday, surrounded by family and old friends at a surprise party in Phoenix. "I'm still here after all the stuff I've gone through," he said emotionally. "It's really good to see your friends, because every year you lose somebody." Those words now ring painfully prophetic. Michael Ray Richardson's life will forever be remembered for its duality: the sweetness of success and the bitterness of loss. On the court, he was electrifying. His play combined the elegance of Magic Johnson with the defensive ferocity of Gary Payton. Off the court, his story was one of self-destruction and eventual salvation. To younger players, he became a symbol of resilience. His peers admired his honesty about his mistakes and the humility with which he rebuilt his life. "He used to tell me the game saved his life twice," said one of his former players. "Once when he was a kid, and again when he was lost and had to find his way back." Even those who never played alongside him acknowledged his lasting impact. Isaiah Thomas once said, "When people talk about great guards, they should mention Michael Ray Richardson. He had everything: size, speed, skill, and heart." Though he never made it into the Hall of Fame, many in the basketball community believe he deserves a place there, not just for his talent but for his journey. He proved that redemption is possible, that even after the darkest setbacks, a person can rise again through humility and hard work. Richardson is survived by his wife Kimberly and his children, including his son, Michael Amir Jr. Richardson, who plays professional soccer for Fiorentina in Italy and represents Morocco internationally. His family remembers him as a devoted husband, father, and friend who found peace after years of chaos. For the fans who grew up watching him glide across the court in a Knicks or Nets jersey, the memories remain vivid: the lightning-quick steals, the full-court passes, the fearless drives to the rim. Richardson's nickname, Sugar, captured more than just his smooth game. It captured the essence of a man who could bring sweetness to a sport and, later, to life itself. His journey was far from perfect, but it was real. A story of extraordinary talent, devastating mistakes, and remarkable redemption. In a world quick to judge and slow to forgive, Michael Ray Richardson's life stands as a reminder that grace is possible, even after the game seems lost. As one former teammate put it, Sugar had his demons, but he never stopped fighting. He found peace, and that's what matters most. Richardson once said that basketball gave him everything and took everything, but in the end, it gave it all back. And now, as the world remembers him, his legacy endures, not only as a great player, but as a man who proved that redemption is the sweetest victory of all.